everyone, welcome to my video. So I've been on YouTube for a little while now and I thought it was about time that I did a video where you guys can maybe get to know me a little bit better. So I found a really quite an old tag, which is the About Me tag, and I thought I would give it a go. So let's get started. So I got all the questions on my phone, so every now and then I will be looking down to see what the questions are. It's not that I'm bored with this or anything, or you know, just casually checking my emails or my text messages while I'm doing a video. It's that I'm looking at the questions. So the first question is, do you have a middle name? I do. My middle name is Louise. The second question is, what is your favourite subject in school? Well, I'm not at school anymore. I haven't been at school for many years now. Despite the fact I may look like I'm still in school, I promise I am significantly older than you would all guess I am. So my favourite subject in school was English and theatre studies. I really liked the more kind of essay-based subjects where I could really kind of get into it and maybe be a little bit more kind of creative. So yes, English and theatre studies. Question number 3, what's your favourite drink? Okay, my favourite drink is definitely a good old cup of tea. You can't beat a cup of tea, no matter what the occasion. There's always room for a good old cup of tea. With milk, no sugar. Perfect. Question number 4 is, what is your favourite song at the moment? My world basically revolves around listening to songs by Peppa Pig and children's nursery rhymes. So I'm ashamed to say, because I absolutely love music, I'm not wonderfully up to date with what's going on in the world of music because, like I said, I have a young child and therefore mainly end up listening to the songs that she likes to listen to. However, there is a band that I absolutely love called 21 Pilots. My husband actually introduced me to them. I literally love every single song on the album. It's just, I just love it. I would definitely recommend checking them out. In terms of the genre of music that they are, I think they're kind of the alternative genre, so they're definitely like a mix of different genres. They're just kind of different, quite fresh, and I find it quite upbeat music and I just really enjoy listening to them. So if I had to pick one that I like at the moment, when I get the chance to listen to my own music, I definitely listen to them and I think they're great. The next question is, do you participate in any sports? I don't participate in any sports at all anymore. When I was a lot younger, I used to be very, very into horse riding, and the main sport that I was into was gymnastics, and I did that from the age of about 5 to 15, training roughly 21 hours a week, and then obviously a bit more if we had kind of competitions and things on a Sunday. So I used to be very, very into sports, but sadly not anymore. My sport is now housework and running around after a 2-year-old. Next question is, favourite colour? I have to say, I don't really have a very solid favourite colour. I tend to like all colours. There's not really a colour that I really dislike, though I'm really not a massive fan of green, apart from like the kind of mint green, soft pastel green shade. But in terms of colours, I love black and I love white, which some people say is cheating because some people think they're not colours, but I do love black and white. And I also love the kind of really neutral tones, so all the kind of nude kind of colours. So yes, I don't have one favourite colour. Those are a collection of my favourite colours. Next question is, favourite animal? So I love all animals really, apart from maybe snakes. Not a fan of snakes. But I would probably have to say dogs, which I would have thought most people say, because they're just so lovely and man's best friend. And what I love about dogs is, if you've been out for 5 minutes or 5 hours, they greet you in the same way with that like real enthusiasm and excitement, and they just make you happy and lift your spirits. And in terms of which dog I like the best, Pug, definitely my number 1 favourite dog. One day I hope to own one. And number 2, French Bulldog. Absolutely adore those dogs. Next question is, favourite perfume? So I would probably have to go with a classic, which is Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. It's one of those that I have loved for a very long time, and I continue to love it. I don't go through phases where I don't like it, whereas with some perfumes I think I do go through more phases. And also with Mademoiselle, I love it because it's appropriate for so many occasions. It's day appropriate and evening appropriate, and I just think it's a beautiful scent. So I would say Coco Mademoiselle, definitely. Next question is favourite holiday. Okay, I do have quite a few favourites. I don't know which one I'm going to pick, actually. This is a really tough question because they're all for very different reasons. For example, when I was much younger, we used to go on these amazing family holidays to centre parks. And though centre parks is not an exotic, abroad location in the sun, it was so much fun as a child going there, and I used to just literally, it was the best holiday ever. And for children, there's so much to do there, and it's just fun for the whole family to spend that time together. So if you don't know what Centre Parks is, it's kind of a very activity based holiday where you're mainly kind of outside doing all the sports and activities, and you have your own little villa, and it's very, very sweet and just lovely. And I have the best childhood memories ever of going to Centre Parks. So that's one of them. As we got older, definitely my favourite two places where I used to go with my family is Monte Carlo. I absolutely love it there. I'm desperate to go back at some point. It's just makes me happy. And then the second place that I totally love, which I've been introduced to more recently when I met my husband, is Cannes. And I just have the best memories ever from both of those places. It just makes me feel very happy thinking about those holidays. So I would definitely say those three are my top three holiday destinations. Though I have a few others that I loved, I think those three in terms of memories are my favourite. So yes, south of France and UK Centre Parks. Next question is, have you graduated high school? Yes, I graduated a long time ago. Okay, the next question is, have you ever been out of the country? If so, how many times? Yes, I have been out of the country. In terms of how many times, I actually really can't think how many times. I feel really bad about that. I feel really, really fortunate that I've been lucky enough to have been out of the country quite a number of times, but I genuinely cannot think how many times I've been out of the country. I'm not saying it's like thousands of times, but I have been quite a few times. Next question is, do you speak any other language? No, I don't, and I'm slightly kind of ashamed to say that. I really, really wish that I did. It would be so useful. When I was at school, I did learn Spanish for a while, and I got kind of reasonably good at it, but I think if you don't keep up with learning a language or practice it enough, it just goes so quickly. You just don't remember it enough, and sadly I didn't keep it up, and now I literally remember hardly anything, which is a shame really. I genuinely wish I did speak another language, but sadly I don't. Next question, how many siblings do you have? I have one. I have one older sister. What is your favourite store? Okay. This is another one. It's very hard for me to pick one thing. I think I'm very indecisive, but yeah, it's really hard to pick one. So favourite stores are department store, hands down, absolutely no doubt about it, Selfridges. For me, that's probably my favourite store if I had to pick one. It's just the most incredible store. I love everything about it. Everything's there. It's beautifully done. The staff are usually really good, very knowledgeable. Selfridges is, to me, the greatest store. I absolutely adore it. Everything about it's amazing. In terms of high street, I would probably have to go with Zara, even though Zara stresses me out quite a lot because, one, I don't know if you guys find this, but often it's really hot in Zara, so I find it quite a stressful shopping experience. 2, the queues for the fitting rooms are miles long. 3, the fitting rooms are usually very dirty. I don't know why that is, but yeah, in the Zaras I go to, they're not that clean. And 4, because they're always so busy, it's always such a mess. I've just pointed out all the negative things about my favourite high street store, which is ridiculous, but Yeah, I was just saying. But I do love it. I think you can't beat their fashion. The prices are absolutely brilliant. I think it's really good value for money. The quality of clothes are great. Their children's stuff is also absolutely gorgeous. If you have a child and you haven't been to Zara Kids, definitely go, because their stuff is beautiful for girls and boys. So I think Zara is definitely my favourite high street store. Next question is favourite restaurant. These questions. Oh, this is impossible. Right, okay. One of them is definitely Café de Paris in Monte Carlo. And my main reason for that is because they do the greatest mashed potato on earth in that place. And that sounds probably slightly mental to a lot of people, but truly, their mashed potato is just amazing. So yeah, Café de Paris in Monaco is just gorgeous. Another place that I really love is Mr. Chow's. Best Chinese food that I've tried. I think it's beautiful and tastes absolutely incredible. And then another restaurant that I love is called Signor Sassi, and that is in London, and it's an Italian restaurant, and it's so vibrant and friendly, and the food is beautiful in there, so that's definitely another one that I like. Other restaurants, we have a very good fish and chip shop near where we live, so I thoroughly enjoy good old fish and chips every now and then. Okay, so the next question is, do you like school? Or did you like school? Because as I said, I'm no longer at school. Yes and no. So the yes side of it is that I liked school for my friends and the social side of it, and I loved the school trips we went on. It was so much fun. The no side of it is all the other stuff, the actual reason you're at school. And my reason for that is I basically put it down to my teachers had absolutely no faith in me whatsoever. I had maybe one or two that were amazing and really kind of helped me and boosted my confidence. But generally, my teachers wrote me off. And I think my reason for that is that I wasn't in a friendship group that the teachers particularly liked. We were perhaps a little bit annoying to teachers. We weren't troublemakers, but I think they just found us slightly irritating. Because of that, my teachers basically just thought I was a waste of time. So that really kind of knocked my confidence when it came to school. I basically started thinking that I was hopeless and that I just was useless at everything pretty much, particularly maths. Totally lost my confidence with that. By the time we got to GCSEs, my mum stepped in and very heroically helped me so much with my revision and kind of boosting my confidence, and literally without my mum's help I don't know what I would have done. She was the reason that I did as well as I did. This was for GCSE level, and basically I ended up getting all A's and 1B for maths for GCSEs, and I think that really shocked my teachers. They weren't expecting it. I think they expected me to fail everything. And then by the time I got to sixth form, I had amazing teachers. I was doing subjects I loved. My teachers, particularly one, my theatre studies teacher, she was amazing. She really believed in me, gave me so much confidence, and kind of I started enjoying school a lot more from that point. So your A-level years, the last few years you're at school, I really did enjoy, but before that I found school quite tough and my confidence was just on the floor in terms of the academic side of things. So that was a very long-winded answer, sorry about that. I don't know if I got a bit too deep there. Yes, I did enjoy school, and no, I also didn't, but now I totally understand the importance of school. I think when you're in school you don't really get it, but now I totally understand the importance of school. Learning is so important and it sets you up for your life. I wish I'd kind of got into school a bit more than I did, but I did come out with good results. So I also got all A's in my A-levels, so I did achieve at school, but I'm not saying I necessarily enjoyed it until the last few years, and I wish I had had a better experience at school, but there we go. That's just how it is. The next question is favourite YouTubers. So I have a couple. My first one is definitely Fleur de Force. I think she is probably my favourite YouTuber. She is just really lovely. She comes across really nicely. She's very down to earth, seems to be very genuine, and her videos are beautiful, like amazing quality. She's super knowledgeable about everything, and she also explains things really, really well. So I love her. Dolly Bobo's also lovely. She just seems so sweet, and she's also a mummy too, so I love to watch her little mummy videos and things. That's lovely. Another one I like is Ali Valentine. She's also a handbag fanatic, and I love watching her designer handbag videos and things. They're just great and really kind of informative. So yeah, those are kind of a few YouTubers that I watch. I do watch others, but I just can't think of them right now. It's getting very hot up here. I don't know. I've been talking for a long time, I think. Anyway, next question is favourite movie. Well, this is probably the hardest question of all of them. I love all genres of movies, so to name one is impossible. So I'll name just a few because I can't think of lots. I know after this video is finished, I'll probably think of loads. But anyway, so Pretty Woman, definitely one of my favourites. The Purge films are absolutely brilliant. I love those. Can't wait for the next one to come out. Anything with Johnny Depp in it, I enjoy watching. I also absolutely loved the new Jurassic World movie. I originally liked the Jurassic Parks when they came out years ago, but I loved the new one. I thought that was amazing. Schindler's List definitely has to be in there because it's just such a moving film. It's incredible. And Christmas films. Christmas films are probably my favourite films ever. Miracle on 34th Street is one I have to watch about 500 times every year. Love that one. And Muppets Christmas Carol as well is, I just love it. Christmas movies, all of them, love them all. So yeah, so many other movies I love, but I just can't think. I love movies generally, real movie fan. Next question is favourite TV show. Again, kind of like with the music situation, I don't have that much time to watch TV because my daughter isn't a great fan of bedtime, which would normally be my time to sit and watch telly. So I don't watch that much TV, but when I used to have the time to watch TV, I know these are really old, but Friends, obviously, classic, amazing. And recently, I've got really back into watching Desperate Housewives. I'm so sad that finished. I absolutely love Desperate Housewives, still love it now. I just think it's amazing. Sex and the City, kind of all the older TV shows, because like I said, I don't really watch that much TV now. Although, I do record The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Keeping Up with the Kardashians as my guilty pleasure TV shows, and I blimmin' love them. PC or Mac? Mac. What kind of phone do you have? I have an iPhone 6. And the final question is, how tall are you? I am 5'2" and a bit. The bit is very important because it gives me that extra bit. Because 5'2" is not that tall. However, I quite like being this height because it means I can wear really big heels and not look really tall. When I'm wearing flats, however, I look really short. So tend to wear heels most of the time. Anyway, so that is it. Those are all the questions in the About Me tag. I really hope this video isn't really long. Once I start talking, I tend to not be able to stop myself and I just carry on. So I do apologise if this video is quite long, but I hope it's given you guys some insight into me and that you've learnt a bit about me, and I hope that you've enjoyed it above all. And thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, because it genuinely means so much to me. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.